What's going on, Summoners? I'm Kangas, and I'll be running you through a quick preview of what's to come on patch 11.9. We were recently informed about what's coming up, so we're covering what champions and items are getting buffed and nerfed. And quick note, this is the patch that MSI will be played on, so expect some bigger changes next cycle. Now hit that sub button, and let's get into it. Let's kick off this video by talking about two upcoming item nerfs. To the joy of everybody frustrated with the jungle meta, Turbo Chem Tank is up for another round, and joining it is Dead Man's Plate. Mobility is the target for next patch's item changes, as a lot of otherwise immobile champions have become a bit too powerful recently. Considering how strong picks like Udyr and Hecarim are, it's not surprising that another change was made targeting them. While direct champion nerfs are preferable to item nerfs, it's likely that these items are too strong overall anyway. Hecarim is getting a direct nerf as well, so unlike a certain previous change, this one isn't being included to nerf one specific champion. What's always important to keep games fair is that there's counterplay, and these items, when too powerful, eliminate meaningful weaknesses for specific champions, so it's about time that they receive some nerfs. Alright, here's our question of the day. Which item do you find the most frustrating to play against? For me, it is just hands down Stopwatch. I can never for the life of me track when that's in my enemy's inventory, and it always catches me by surprise, but let me know yours in the comments down below. And next up on the menu, we got buffs. The items receiving buffs next patch are Moonstone Renewer, Death's Dance, and Wit's End. Moonstone Renewer was supposed to end up with a net neutral shift of power, but it was clear from the numbers alone that it was inevitably going to end up weaker. Next patch, it's receiving a buff to hopefully even the playing field for enchanters in a very aggressive support meta that favors kill pressure. Meanwhile, Death's Dance and Wit's End are less popular item purchases this season. Although Death's Dance was the one and only item every top laner ever needed last season, incredible item changes for Season 11 left it a bit too niche, and it's getting buffed as a result. Wit's End is in a similar place, and with these two items buffed, it's possible that optimal builds on specific champions are bound to change as well. And next up we have the champion changes. We'll start off with a hefty set of champion nerfs to cover. The following champions are all getting direct nerfs next patch, being Hecarim, Morgana, Diana, Dr. Mundo, Rumble Mid, Vladimir, Jinx, Gragas, Heimerdinger, and Garen. A lot of these picks were expected, but I'm most surprised about Gragas getting a nerf. But more than likely, this is just another nerf for his strength in competitive play. Hecarim, like I mentioned earlier, has been the talk of the jungle. His consistent ban rate above 60% have made him an unstoppable top tier pick patch after patch. I like seeing that he's finally getting nerfed, but they already did that and he's still OP, so hopefully this time the nerfs actually make a difference. Morgana, Diana, and Dr. Mundo got some buffs to help them in less popular roles, and they've all ended up broken. Morgana and Diana are both incredible junglers this patch, and they've also come out a bit stronger in their main roles as well. Diana's jungle play rate has skyrocketed this patch, and it's clear that the buffs were a bit too much. The same applies to Morgana, as she's now more commonly played jungle than support. Mundo's win rate overall has shot up to 54% in the top lane, so it's clear that Riot surprisingly overbuffed his laning. Well, at least in low elo. And by the way, if that's where you find yourself, you can always check out ProGuides.com if you're looking to improve. We got a ton of coaches who can help you, especially if you're struggling against these cheesy picks like Dr. Mundo, who just straight up run you down in lane and beat you in a 1v1. Next up, Rumble got buffs to help him out top lane, but just like with similar past changes to other champs, his mid lane win rate unfortunately went up as well. So he's up for another round of mid lane specific nerfs. Jinx is set to receive a bug fix that should also nerf her, while Vladimir ended up absolutely broken because his Q had a single second shaved off its cooldown. Essentially, next patch should undo some of the chaos that this patch has created. And while oppressive, Heimerdinger isn't very popular. His win rates have been pretty consistent though, and Riot is making sure to keep tabs on all champions, not just the popular ones. Moving forward, we have buffs. We also got a ton of these this next patch, including Kindred, Shen, Xerath, Kog'Maw, Taric, Lulu, Trundle, Kayn, and Set. Okay, let's just be honest, why are they buffing Lulu? She's already pretty good, and I'd say she's consistently one of the popular picks too. At the very least, solo queue players don't think that she's underpowered, but again, this could be a buff for competitive play maybe. The other champions on this list though are quite deserving of these. Kindred continues to underperform across most ranks, while Xerath, Kog'Maw, Taric, and Trundle are just severely underplayed. Their low play rates are quite sad to look at, and hopefully these upcoming buffs should boost their popularity enough to make them relevant again. While Kayn and Set are both somewhat popular picks, their win rates remain pretty low too. In Platinum and higher, both of them are near the lower end of 49%. Oh, and by the way, Kayn's buffs are intended to be for his Darken form specifically. And even when Stridebreaker is broken, Set wasn't finding the most success. Other champions using the item were picking up wins left and right, and although Set still remained a pretty popular pick, his win rate has never been anything spectacular this season, so we'll see what these look like. And that'll cover all the upcoming nerfs and buffs next patch. Hope you enjoyed our patch preview, and I want to know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. There's also a link to join our Discord in the description, so make sure to check that out too. That's it for today, so as always, best of luck on the Rift, everybody. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time.